I'm here to discuss the so-called flying saucers.
Let me just say, the Defense Department has said there is no evidence of UFOs, et cetera, or aliens in the United States. However, at those sites, there may be drones that may be nefarious.
So I reviewed some unclassified materials from around the 40s and 50s, and so they weren't just being reported as drones back then. And I encourage you to look over those materials because I think that you guys should be upgrading that program to cover down on UAPs. Does the DOE currently work with JSOC in order to handle security measures?
We work with all of the security entities around the federal government. We're part of an overall all-of-government effort on both cyber as well as national security.
Do you guys work with JSOC? Yes or no?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
When it comes to government, disclosure, and hiding behind clearance level and secrecy with the UFO, UAP topic, the government seems to be doubling down on keeping their lips shut and putting a lid on what they know. It's fairly obvious that they know a lot more than they're telling, but why? What's going on in the inner workings of the government that we don't know? In today's channeling, I'll be connecting with a non-human intelligence, a blue Sirian, who's willing to come forward and give us some insider knowledge of what's really going on. With that, I'll turn it over to the blue Sirians. First, I want to communicate about who you are speaking with. We are the blue Sirians and come from the star Sirius. For thousands of years, in ancient buildings across the planet of Earth, there has been alignments to the star Sirius, and there certainly is a reason for this. We are beings who are technologically advanced, who work with vibration, sound, and resonances to bring forth the effect we want to achieve on a personal basis, as a collective, and is one way to help others. The star that has been associated with ancient human cultures has guided many and has been a pinnacle of light that the consciousness of humanity has connected with for a long time. However, we, the blue Sirians, some call us the blue high ones, for the amount of light we're able to channel into existence, have started to interact more and more with Earth again starting only 4 years ago. While other species of non-human intelligence have been here much longer this time around, you can say that we are the new ones on the scene again. We've been here connecting with high vibrational humans and assisting them with their work. And in this way, we are working with the one who we are speaking through now. What is happening within governments? What is the agenda? Why is there disclosure seemingly happening, and then the people controlling the water spigot turning on the sprinklers in the yard, and then turn it off and tell us that there wasn't any water in the well? From an outside perspective, it seems deceptive, disingenuous, and that people are being treated poorly for simply wanting the truth to come out. While this is true for a very small faction of the government, one must understand that there isn't a larger governmental cover-up happening. Most of the people within the government have no idea of this information, that there are beings of light visiting the earth every day, that there are and is communication between alien beings and humans, both in the government and by citizen channelers and remote viewers alike on a regular basis. Most in the government are unaware and kept in the dark about what the few know about so every incident is treated with ignorance one could assume would happen when the unaware comes in contact with the unknown. So even high-ranking officials in the government who are called in to testify can only give so much information. First, they don't know all the information. They know there's something there, but don't know what it really is any more than an anomalous event. They are not read in on what is known, so they have to be honest and say that we don't know what it was, but anomalous, and one day, when we have enough sensors that are advanced enough, we might understand it better. Doesn't this seem to be the theme that pops up over and over again? It would seem that if you watch your movies about non-human intelligence, that an alien species would go right to the government and say, "Take me to your leader." In reality, we are able to work with high vibrational beings because they've expanded their consciousness to a point that we're able to communicate and work in concert with them, assisting, helping, and growing and expanding the consciousness of not just themselves, but the consciousness of people around them. It's happening all over the planet at this time, and as more and more people raise their vibration, it's like popcorn. Once the pan gets hot enough, the first kernel will pop, and then a few more and more will pop, and faster, more and more pop, until there is a resounding chorus of many kernels popping all the time. Instead of popcorn, of course, people are waking up to their own light, aware of their own light, aware of the higher self that has always been there, but now like turning on a light in the darkness and finally being able to see the proverbial kernel pops, and the human who was walking around with a blindfold on through life can now see more of who they really are, more of what makes life magical, and in a spiritual way grow and expand into something we can now communicate with once a high enough vibration and light is established. Is someone in the CIA or government this type of highlight or high vibration person who we can communicate with? While it could be, it doesn't matter if the awoken individual isn't the government or your neighbor down the street. We're here to help all humans who ask for it. Free will is paramount, and if an individual exercises that free will and asks for our help, we'll provide it in any way and all the ways we are designed to, helping to raise your vibration, raise your consciousness, help you see the joy in life, and move into the expanded awareness human you've always were, but are just now starting to wake up to. The government doesn't have a good handle on what you call the phenomenon, but you don't have to turn to your government for answers. You'll get a much faster answer through meditation than you will a politician. With this, I wish you all the highest light, the highest good, and the blessings of the light you deserve.